Hey guys, I'm back for more Final Fantasy 14. We'll be continuing with the story. Well, I found an ether current. I've let the Ondo down, aye, but more than I've let myself down. May as well go back to mending kettles. Show Grindel a crystal which once belonged to one of Arbert's companions. Well, what's that you got there? Such striking beauty, it shines with heartache and laughter and the transience of life, or the turmoil of history made manifest. I can see the brilliance of the crystal's legacy. Ah, you'd never capture such a gleam, not if you laboured 100 years. But bugger me, if I don't mean to try. Where me tools, gods damn you. I must set to work before the feeling fades. Now we got level 80. And yeah, this sort of stuff. What have I got at the moment? Yeah, material level 7. So you get Heaven's Eye anyway, but you also get either spell speed, tenacity, or piety. So for me it'd be either skill speed or tenacity. I can feel it, a vision forming in my mind. Step aside, lad, and let me itching hands get to work. And done. I've taken the wonders that Crystal showed me and channeled them into a new shape that befits the Undo's spiritual character. No bad job, if I do say so myself. And to think I was this close to hanging up me hammer after studying the craft of them ancients. I've been across the length and breadth of Northrant and gobbled up every scrap of crafting wisdom that what I could find. But no matter which technique I tried, me work was just no comparison. I couldn't even figure out how they put them damn buildings together. A mystery for the ages. That's what drew me here in the first place. I built me workshop, got the forges burning, then lost me bleeding will to craft. Wow. Thank the good gods for that crystal of yours, or I might never have gotten it back. I won't pry into your business, but I reckon your little miracle there has been through the kind of journey they sing songs about. The echoes of the memory it holds just speak directly to your heart. I can still feel them coursing through me, the inspiration's not fading away. It's welling up stronger and stronger. Give me the chance and I reckon I can weave the Crystal Saga into other things as well. But bugger me, I'd almost forgotten Dondo's commission. If you could drag that lamp over to Tosh for me, I'll stay here and dream up new armaments for you to try. You now have access to Greenolt's Forge. Government rewards will become available for collection based on the role quest you have completed. So obviously like different stuff, I suppose. So Jenny's end gear tank. Ooh. I'm level 430. Oh, you can get it straight away. Nice. Nice. So you can also get the other gear as well. Once you level 80. And for your third quest as well. I'll compare that. Damn. Alright, time to equip them as well. I haven't even spit bonded on that yet. It's only 5%. Huh. Not that really matters anyway. Damn, look at it. So what about, I don't know, the waste piece? Probably don't get that then. Well, never mind. At least I'm not running out of space. Not yet, anyway. That's very cool. And that's just for I'm level 430 gear. I think at the moment though, the highest is 490. What is it that you have there? The Reynolds lamp. The sacred lamp. Then the Finless One has kept his promise. My people tell me of the many deeds you have performed in the name of aiding the Caps, and now you come to me, bearing the light we had almost surrendered hope of ever seeing. We can doubt your purity no longer. Your arrival was the will of the ancients. Yes, time for fear has passed. We shall take the lamp and unveil its austere illumination upon the walls of the forgotten. Gather there with your companions, and we shall speak again once our prayers have been offered. Okay.
O stewards of the Ondo, we offer up our light in answer.
That crystal you showed the artisan. Was it... Did it belong to one of my friends?
I thought you were always watching. Missed that part, did you? First one.
I tried to give you a measure of privacy. No one wants a spirit looking over their shoulder every moment of the day. So tell me, if you would, how did you come across that crystal? It was Brandon's then. Strange that I should learn such things now. after they're long gone. They were fine friends, every one of them. I didn't expect death to teach me so much. About them, about Seto, about you, about the hope that hides at the heart of this world. I've never been one for idle chit-chat, but if by some miracle I could see them all again, I doubt I would ever stop talking. I'm grateful I got to bend your ear at least. And just for that, I reckon I'll stick with you. To the very end.
Apologies, we were a little late to the gathering.
It seems we succeeded in gaining their trust.
The delay wasn't exactly welcome, but at least our many hands made light work. And they seemed especially impressed with your contribution. Our hero indeed.
Y'shtola was telling us those structures may date back to the age of the Ascians.
An Ascian homeland. Despite his many protestations, I never quite believed Emmett Selk was telling the truth.
Nor I. But there is no denying the evidence before our eyes. Clearly this was once a great city. A home they would see restored, no matter how many tens of thousands of years it takes.
It's a hollow dream when you think about it. Even if they manage to rejoin all the worlds, they'll never bring back the ones who were lost. But would I have done any different?
How are you feeling?
You have completed your devotions?
Yes. To the honored ancients have we offered up our prayers and our gratitude. You too have our thanks.
Might we trouble thee then to tell us more of the illuminated land of which thou didst lately speak?
To the west of here lies a great trench. Some days ago, a light appeared in that endless darkness. Curious, we ventured closer and discovered in the depths an entire city. The buildings we spied were akin to our own everlasting abodes, impossibly so. We understood at once the ancients had risen. There could be no doubt. Taken with terror, we retreated to the cups, and I decreed that none should enter the trench until such time as we received a sign.
Might it still be possible to reach this city of the ancients?
With no water to drown you, a finless one could now travel there. Yes. I am convinced you are the sign for which we have been waiting. My people will show you the way.
Shall we?
The chieftain has bid me guide your steps to the illuminated land. Come, the way lies downwards. Follow the path of coral and rock. Join your comrades below. Ah, so down here, then. So that's how we go down. You have everything you need. The artisan fellow is as skilled as they say. Then you may wish to avail yourself of his services ere we press on. Him himself have made himself difficult to reach, yet every step we take bringeth us nearer to his stronghold. Let us not linger, lest it suffer for our late arrival. Meeting the Ondo was fascinating. They live just like us in some ways, but completely different in others. The way they think, the way they play. I'd love to come back here and learn more about their culture. Will the dome last that long, I wonder? During the time I spent helping the Ondo, I've been introduced to quite a few of the local varieties of sea life. Although sea monsters is mayhap the more apt term, probably best to avoid them if we can. If Emmett Silk is in that trench, then we'll have to assume he's not swimming in seawater. I wouldn't want to suddenly find ourselves at the edge of Bismarck's bubble with no air to breathe. We're on our way at last. It seems far darker down here, but I do not know. Really? Try it again. It seems far darker down here, but I will not start a few shadows. We are moving as a group, yes? Of course. Oh, I gathered, yes, then I shall describe the path you must take. Enter the cavern beyond, but follow the wall down, and down, and down. Once at the bottom, find a passage to the northwest, then continue west and west and west. Okay. So you keep going down, 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 then northwest, west, west, west. The way is not simple. Keep your friends within shouting distance. Do not stray into the deep. Just before the journey's end, you will find the Caliban Gap and the barrier will place at its mouth. This obstacle will fade should you raise a hand towards it. We have made it so. A most succinct explanation. We thank you for your guidance. Right, deeper into the depths we go. And there's the ether current that I probably won't get before. The rocks sink or bunch up by the cavern, more like a staircase of sorts. But be careful, you won't want to slip from up here. A rate of these bursts of water could carry you clear to the top. Again, not that we could try it. And so it did. Let me. A guide bade us travel to the cavern floor and thence to the west. Yet, it would seem that these twisting tunnels defy such simple instruction. Rather than rely on direction alone, I suggest we scout with care and relay the path ahead to those who come behind. slowly have push ahead. Shall we continue our advance? Yep, we shall. The rock drops off sharply here, but I should think this coral thick enough to serve as a bridge. That's the next ether current. That looks like shit. Huh. Good, so you have a choice of two routes from here. You can either take the long way to the south along the rocks, or skip along this coral branch, as Alice has done. I for one shall be following my sister's example. There's two paths. Okay. Probably more safer as well. And this was the other one I can get to. Go down here anyway. There you are. Come on. I think I found the tunnel we were looking for. Yeah, so this place is amazing. So let's see for current. And there's that field. So you can just like go up here as well. I don't think there's any ether rights, ether currents up here. Oh, there is a somewhere you can dive. Wait. Is it control? No. Yeah, control spacebar. Looks like it's not deep enough then. And there we go. Here, this must be the barrier that Ondo spoke of. Well, that was rather more arduous than expected. I feel a sudden rush of gratitude for the smooth roads our ancestors cut through the wilderness. Just a treacherous path indeed. Now I believe one of us needs but to raise a hand to banish this next obstacle. Friso, I let you to do the honors. Done. Just like that. I suppose we should head in. Like as not, this tunnel will be just as perilous as the road we walked to get here. Let's all stay aware of our surroundings, shall we? Okay. that one done? There's 3 more I'm missing. So that one's to the south. That would be down here then, somewhere. Right, that's what's up here. PP. Let's see what your solar says. If we weren't so pressed for time, we should like to explore these side passages, maybe for another day. Oh, yes I am instead. Let's see what's down here. Yeah, so that's where it takes me down. So nice place.
By the gods!
Oh damn. Wow.
When the Ondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
Then we are seeing the same view. The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these... everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
Damn. One cannot blame the undead for fleeing the spectacle of these brooding advises we, however, have not the luxury of fear. In which Silk holds Exarch captive somewhere within that vast city. Yet even we must search every alleyway, we will find them. A shifting streak of light shining from the abyss. This is not at all what I imagined. Why would Emmett himself do this? No idea. You think all those tall, dark buildings would be frightening, but for some reason, they just make me feel sad. It's big, I'll grant you, but cluttered city streets are far more conducive to infiltration than wide open spaces. This will work to our advantage, trust me. So, did you note the style of the architecture? It's the same used for the remnants at the cups and the mold painted towers. Look closely. Emmett Silk has not simply reclaimed these ruins, he has layered the semblance of an entire city upon them. Gods, the magnitude of his artifice is staggering, though it pains me to admit we did not fully understand the feats of which an old world Asian is capable. What's better? Intimacy, I think. Now we get some more. Plus we get determination as well. It's intimidating, yes, but we have to start somewhere. Why don't we have a closer look at that tower to the southeast? We might be able to reach it from the edge of the trench. The Mascaner's angle. Down. So that's the capital. Right, is there any... Port to the south? Oh, there it is. Damn, this place looks amazing. And all this is undersea as well. Northeast. It must be somewhere around here then. But I'll probably do that another time. Investigate the imposing doors. Look at the size of those doors. Now I know how pixies must feel. Retake Sega, recognized. Welcome to the city of Amarok. Wow. Will you be riding the lift? What? Did the building just welcome you? Mayhap it is not so passing strange. Did Emmett itself not invite Grito to visit his abode? 'Tis plain that thy coming was expected. And where will this lift be taking us? The lift services every level of Aqua Heights, but is presently configured to convey passengers directly to the ground floor. Well, there you have it. In the absence of some few hundred yards of rope, we have little choice but to accept the offer. With the embassies on the way, I'm not about to let you walk into that place alone. I wish to ride the lift to the ground floor now. I wish to ride the lift. As you wish. The lift will arrive shortly. Must be some big lift. Next stop, ground floor. Facilities include the Bureau of the Administrator, the Bureau of the Architect, and the Capitol. Huh. Interesting. Very nice if it actually showed you the lift. Probably. Whatever. Wow. This is huge. If mine eyes do not deceive, we stand in some manner of communal square. Just a moment, I thought I saw something. Each of these towers seem a vertical city in itself. Even a Gygas would feel inadequate in such surroundings. Seems feasible enough, he said, tempting fate. I just can't believe how tall everything is. It's only at this distance that you start to realize just how big the buildings truly are. What did that voice call the city? Amarok? Look, over there. Is that a person? Ah, no, my mistake. That's a giant. He doesn't seem to have noticed us yet. Join or no, a resident of this place may have much more to tell us. I say we make the first move. Alpha, no, you can't just, A bit creepy. Pray, excuse my boldness, but might I ask you a few questions? Oh, what adorable costumes. Are you children on an excursion? This district has much to teach you. How odd. That sounded like no language I've ever heard, and yet I understood every word. Just as he understood us. And which district is this exactly? You must be lost, poor things. You stand in the Politerite district, wherein lie the institutions most vital to the management of our star. Can you tell us where to find Emerald Cell? Can you tell us who rules the city? I think the second one sounds better. Is I saying his name, maybe? Who rules? What a curious question. May it be referred to our supervising body, the Convocation of the 14? So Emmett itself isn't the leader here. Itself is a member of the Convocation. Were you hoping to witness its deeds firsthand? Hardly surprising, I suppose. The whole world holds its breath as the final days draw near, and our brightest minds race to implement their plans. First, you must understand that gaining an audience at this time will be next to impossible. You should hurry home now, before your family begin to worry. Do you need me to walk you back? No, no, thank you. We will be fine. Very well, take care, little ones. Wow. What was that all about? To my eyes, these people appear as arcane entities. I suspect M itself wove them from ether, much as he reconstructed the rest of the city. The final days. Such words will befit the oblivion described to us by our Asian foe. A catastrophe of unprecedented scale, which did set in motion the summoning of Zodiac, then hiding himself. But that happened centuries and centuries ago, didn't it? The man spoke as if they were rushing to avert a disaster here and now. Unless, for these people, the distant past is the here and now. I believe thou has the right of it, Master Apano. Its ethereal armor and existence appear to be phantoms of a different age. M itself have resurrected in memory a moment in time from before the star was sundered. So we find ourselves in a long destroyed city, inhabited by the long departed. An unusual situation to be sure, but at least we were able to parley with these nations. In fact, they seem downright eager to chat. I say we use this to our advantage. Split up, strike up some conversations, and see if we can't learn the location of our quarry. And while we're all at it, it wouldn't hurt to wheedle out a few more details regarding this complication of 14 and their impending disaster. To mingling then, let's meet back here when our jaws start aching. Can never be too young to take an interest in the historical arts. Welcome, little one. Welcome. It would seem that the hall is host to a most precarious visitor this day. And what, pray tell, shall be the subject of our discussion, young one? The complication and the handling of the coming peril. It's only natural that you should have questions. Shall we begin with the members themselves? As all know, 14 are the wisest and most proscient among us. They are the stewards of order, responsible for decisions which keep this star turning season after season. Be it the speaker, librarian, or the emissary Oedipus, each seat is occupied by an elected sage of surpassing intellect. Logith, Mission, and itself, their individual titles have, as a gesture of respect and a matter of tradition, become synonymous with their incumbent trumpets. Thus it is with great incredulity that I greet this recent rumour that a seat in the convocation is said to be left vacant. If proven true, it would be an unprecedented development and testament to the immense pressure under which our saviours are toiling. In any event, I for one am confident they shall deliver our star unto salvation. Okay. Good gracious, child, where is your family? You should not be alone at a time like this. Run along home, quickly now. Have you not heard, though yet confirmed, confined to the lands across the sea, a terrible phenomenon afflicts our star. They are calling it the final days. It is said it starts suddenly, a cacophonous keening from beneath the earth. The sound distorts all living things within earshot and wrests from us control of our creation magics. Once that happens, all is lost. Fear, pain, despair, every dread impulse is siphoned from our minds and given substance, an internal fall of fiery rain, incessant spawning of nightmarish beasts. None can point to the source of the phenomenon. 'Tis as if the star itself has fallen ill, as if a fourth inimical to life now festers and spreads. 'Tis only a matter of time until Amarok too resounds to that discordant score. You should stay with your loved ones, child. Stay with them. An audience with Emixelk? I am afraid you have the wrong office, little one. And besides, he'll be far too busy to field the questions of curious children. Surely you have been told of the looming catastrophe. Every resource available to the convocation must be spent upon ensuring our world survives. They have yet to make an official announcement, but it is said the 14 are moving forward with a plan of scarce credible proportions, one which promises to grant will to the very star itself. They will invoke our mightiest spells of Kraken to birth an entity of all encompassing magnificence, and then they will rewrite the laws of existence. It is a huge undertaking, and it must be completed ere the corruption spreads this far. Thus I say to you again, do not hold our hope for an audience. Well, that was an experience. I was never very fond of being treated like a child, but it did make asking questions less suspicious. Russo, if I was not certain before, then I am now. The people of this city believe they face the end of the world. I cannot imagine what purpose compelled Emirate Cell to recreate this ancient Amarok. And yet after I hear his words to us echoing throughout this ocean trench, you would have his story known. Maybe from skill speed? Get the ether current here. Man. Here we get some crystal here. We can compare notes once the others return. Hopefully then our next move will become clear. It would seem our conversations were much alike. Lehman disaster, creation magics, running rampant, and its complications, efforts to bring salvation out of chaos. I suppose there was talk of little else in a time when these events came to pass. Oyonjo, if I may, what are your thoughts on the ancient art of creation? A fascinating discipline, indeed. All the mind can conceive may be rendered in reality. All that is required is a clear concept upon which to focus one's will. It is not dissimilar to the primal rites taught by the Essenes, wherein ritual ceremony breathed life into figments of myth and legend. I see, we arrived at the same conclusion then. The people who lived in the age before the Sundering were blessed with vast reserves of mana. No matter how draining these creation magics must be, it seems they paid the cost with no more than a fraction of the ether which coursed through their own bodies. If we were to attempt the same, such spells would soon deplete our energies, and then seek to draw the balance from elsewhere, from a hold of crystals, mayhap, or from the very land itself. Thus, when this art of creation was placed into our hands, it became in effect a means for destruction. An interesting matter which no doubt bears further study, but despite all these revelations, I worry we are no closer to finding Emirate Cell. Has anyone learned aught which might lead us to his location? Not directly, mayhap, but from what we heard, it seems the complication of 14 is sequestered in the nearby Capitol building. When we want to see for ourselves, the attendant will let us through, without a writ of permission. So we tried our luck at the bureau of the administrator, where we thought these permissions might be issued, but the clerk there said he couldn't help us since our names didn't appear in the registry. And that was where we gave up. I wonder though, Krito, could you be eligible for one of these rights? The voice in the lift seemed to know who you were. It might be that your name is registered at the bureaus as well. Worth a look, I'd say. Meanwhile, I will head back to the capital and search for a less official point of entry, just in case. Pray allow me to accompany thee on the reconnaissance. An arcane perspective may prove needful. I think I'd like to speak with more of these ancients. Mayhap they know something that could help cure Kirito's condition. Would you mind coming with me? Of course, I don't mind. Just lead the way. Then Solo and I will busy ourselves with further exploration. There is surely more intelligence to be had. And so we part ways once more. This time, however, let us reconvene in front of the capital. Here we got some side quests as well. Lightning cluster. If you're so right, yes, I can assist you. Full name, please. Kirito Kasuga. Please wait near the counter while I confirm your details. Kirito Kasuga, your application is ready for collection. As your residency was approved by Emmerich Silk himself, further forms of identification will not be required. Here are your application documents. Submit them at the Bureau of the Secretariat. The clerk will issue you with a visitor's right for the capital. Obviously, Emma itself planned all this. Oh, you can buy stuff here. Let's see what I got. Oh, that's what I got then. Yeah, what's that? Nits, please. It's in the capital hallway. Please take a seat. Your name will be called once your application has been processed. Don't know. May I? You think you I think are from the time beyond ours? Have you followed in the wake of Emma itself? Nay, there is no cause for alarm. I am simply a shade, here and not here. I know only that my name is Hypholodius, and that this city is a recreation, a phantom moment plucked from the well of history. These others seem unaware of their pale existence, but I wonder if Emerald's mind was distracted when it came to my reconstitution. A stray thought would have been enough. Hypholodius realized the truth. For example, we were close friends once, you see. Yet, in spite of my perception, I played the same role as all the rest. A bit part meant to bring colour and noise to this well-crafted stage. Too much scrutiny, and we shall burst like the fragile bubbles we are. First, I'll tell you again, my presence is not to concern you. I wish only to share your company whilst we wait. If you come this far, then you know of the catastrophe which awaits us on our morrow. The final days, what began as isolated incidents, soon swelled into a world-spanning threat. The confrontation of 14, well, it was 13 at the time, endeavoured to create a will for our star. They would repair the fundamental laws of order and halt the spread of destruction. But creation on such a scale required an immense source of power. Most of us who still lived, nearly half offered up their lives in the name of salvation. And from their sacrifice, Zodiac was born, just as we had hoped. He reached forth and ported the march of oblivion. Yet, oh, how the star had suffered. So many species lost. The land was blighted, the waters poisoned, and even the wind had ceased to blow. Once more did our people give of themselves to Zodiac, another half of our race sacrificed to cleanse the world, to ensure that trees and grasses and mirrored tiny lives would sprout and grow and flourish. The cycle of life had begun anew, and we reconsidered the means by which we might protect it. The convocation decided thus we would nurture our world until it was bursting with vitality. Then when the time was right, we would offer some portion of its living energy to Zodiac. In return, he would restore to us those brethren whose souls had fed his strength, and together we would resume our role as stewards. There were, however, those who disagreed with this plan. They argued that enough had been sacrificed to Zodiac. This new world should belong to the lives newly born. These dissidents surrendered their life energies in the creation of Hydaelyn, an incarnation of their opposing belief, and for the first time in history, our people stood divided. Know you, then, how this conflict ended? So, two groups of Asians, basically. Damn. I thought you might. Itself has ever been a champion for the will of Zodiac. The original plan may have been set back by millennia, but he will not have abandoned his course. He will pay the price for our return by whatever means is necessary. And though he may carry himself with a certain glib ease, himself is not a man to bear his burdens lightly. In fact, I imagine they have only grown heavier with every passing century. It is truly a terrible weight he has chosen to carry. Will you say Kasuga? It seems your turn has come. Pray do not let me keep you. Ah, there is one last thing. You walk with another at your side. Yes, he's obviously talking about Albert. Nay, I see no definite form, just the faintest suggestion of a second soul. I doubt it visible to anyone but me. Otherwise, I assume only you can see and hear this ethereal companion. Your connection is hardly a coincidence. In our time, the two of you were one. The color of your souls tell the tale. But you hear that distinctive cannot be mistaken, no matter how thin the soul is spread. This is just the kind of fate I might expect for one such as he. Surely, Emmett Selk, as we can recognize the hint of him in you. Retake a Sega? You well, my new old friend. May you find what it is you seek. You just disappeared. Your officer's right, as requested. When you wish to gain admittance to the capital, simply present the document to the attendant within. Capital. Creator. The Solar and I have just returned from an institution the locals called the Academia Yandia. Well, from its public offices, at least. We thought an SEM place of learning the ideal spot to research your condition, but it seems we lack the credentials to enter the academia proper. Good, you're here. Everyone seems to be present and accounted for. Master Thancred has best described our chances for infiltrating the capital. I only hope fine efforts to secure permissions were successful. Finally, you were gone so long. I was on the verge of mounting a rescue party. How fared you in your bureaucratic ventures? I see. My instincts were correct. And a good thing too. Oyonja and I weighed our chance of breaking into the capital, and an official entrance is by far the most attractive option. The capital possessed not a single armed sentry, for it seemed that in their time they did not deem it needful to post guards. The windows and doors, however, appear heavily warded, though mightily did we strive. With the strength mundane and metrical, we failed to budge them even a fraction of one iron. Mayhap 'tis simply the case that Emirate cells through creation did not extend to their usual function. We didn't try everything, of course. We thought it'd be best to conserve our time and energy for more pressing matters. Speaking of which, Green and I tried asking about a cure for you. The problem is, these ancients didn't exist beyond Amorites today. They will happily tell their own tales, but whenever we attempted to explain our situation, the conversation quickly became muddled. What of you, Creator? Result worthy of interest during your efforts to obtain a right? A great sacrifice of life in exchange for their brethren's resurrection, and you say all the Asian scheming has been leading to this. All this time. But if they still mean to enact this plan, then things won't end with the rejoining. I thought we knew their intentions in full. Restore the world to its former glory, and in turn, empower Zodiac to reclaim his throne as the will of the star. Yet, that was merely a step along the way. I hesitate to put it into words, but we have to assume that following the final joining, the Assassins mean to draw on the lives of the Source to make their sacrifice to Zodiac. That does seem the most likely scenario. Mayhap those who ally with the Assassins would be spared that fate. But what value is there in surviving when all our history, all our struggles will be erased? I cannot conceive such an act. Of course not, and that's not to say naught of what Emirate itself plans for the Exarch's power. Do we stand by and let him threaten our future as well as our past? We need to find him, Crusoe, and when we do, make your mark, change the course of history in a way that's felt those who came before and those who came after by everyone you've ever met. things so that even my other self, dying somewhere in that future calamity, will smile and say, I knew you would win. Oh. It is fighting M itself the only way. He created an entire city. It will take everything we have to defeat him, if we even can. And if you push that hard in your current state, the light will break through. The decision to press on lies with you, just as it lies with each and every one of us. Eternity. And this is the last one. So before I do that then, go and grab the other ether currents. There should be 2 more. And then it'd be 4 quests or side quests. So if you're 29 yards to the east, so well, there's definitely 9 there. And now to the northeast. Yeah, there's nothing there though. if there is somewhere. Ah. There it is. Yeah, I'm to the west. And that'll be the last one. There he is. I saw the ones on the ground. And for side quest now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, Finless one, and welcome to the Caps. Long have I wanted to converse with one of your kind. I'm called Noah Cole. How may I address you? Could we take a seat again? Curious, before we speak at length, there is something I would say to you. Let us leave behind the Caps and head to West Camp. Guessing. Oh wait, no, it's that side. Eh. These are relics of your kind, yes. The leavings of a ship that sailed seas above long ago. The light as they feel untouched by any Ondo. Most have little interest in the affairs of the Finless. I, however, do. Ever since I was saved by one of yours, after being washed ashore, weary and near death, such kindness is a rare and wonderful thing. I would know more of the people who showed it to me. And so I ask you, Pluto Seeker, to teach me of your ways. These objects, for example, what purpose do they serve? How are they to be used? Narushkal gestures to the nearby debris, entreating you to inspect them closely and offer up a detailed explanation. Among the debris, you spy what appears to be a rotten ship's wheel. Discard from a wood from one of your many trees, yes. What purpose does this peculiar construction serve? It is used to steer a ship at sea, crashing you wear it on your head. Cool. Nah, definitely the first one. The festivals your kind uses to traverse our waters, then without a will, it is at the mercy of wind and currents, I see. Among the debris, you spy what appear to be the remnants of several shattered bottles of wine. Such fragile containers they were. I suspect they were once contained something of great value. What can you tell me of their purpose? They were used to store into intoxicating spirits. They were used as makeshift weapons, first to bludgeon, then to stab. The first one, yeah. Fragrant liquids which cloud the mind. I have heard of these before. Do Finless ones so delight in dueling their wits? Thank you, Kriso Kazuya. In our short time together, you have already taught me so much. A pity that none of these pearls of wisdom will serve my needs. No rush. What are you thinking? Why do you not on your own with this Finless one? It is no time for you to fiddle with their leavings. Their clutch mother is in terrible distress. No, you do not understand. I brought him here to... Pray forgive this child his impudence. I am Erosh Owen, and on behalf of the clutch mother, I come to entreat your assistance. It seems you do not realize that in driving back the waters of the Tempest, you have placed our beloved Clutch Mother, leader of the Ondo, in mortal peril. She is pregnant, here in the depths. She will give birth to many heirs. We male Ondo will then take them into our care and raise them as our own. But absent the flowing waters, we know not if we will be able to deliver them safely. If not, the future of our people will be in jeopardy. Oh damn. The flood of light claimed many Ondo lives, though we have rebuilt our numbers somewhat in the decades since. It would be devastating to lose an entire generation, or worse, the Clutch Mother herself. She wishes to speak with you directly, that we might together find a solution to this dilemma. Will you return me to the cups? Yarosh, come. I will not let you trouble our guest or the Clutch Mother further. Everything I've done for her. Oh God. If only you would listen. Beyond this gate, besides the Clutch Mother, approach and hearken to her words. I guess I, Clutch Mother of the Ondo, do bid you welcome to our realm. You will forgive me for receiving you in this fashion. For the safety and well-being of my children unborn, must remain within, away from the dangers without. As you know, under normal circumstances, this place would be filled with blessed water, from which I would draw strength and sport to bring these eggs into this world. Alas, I am but half submerged now. I fear for my ability to fulfill my sacred duty. I am given to understand you and yours are the ones responsible for drawing back the waters of our realm. With good reason, I am sure. However, it is my sincere hope that you will agree to aid us, given that you are responsible for this state of affairs. Fear not, I desire not direct assistance, rather I would beg a boon of your people's knowledge of childbirth, and how the friendless ones ease the burdens of their struggling mothers. Oh God. So, Owen will be my agent in this matter. Heed his words and answer his questions. This is all that I ask. Do you consent? I thank you, honoured guest. Go well. Then it is agreed. However, I must consult with her attendants before we speak further. For now, I bid you in no rush, Carl, go about your business, but be ready if called upon. Well, wait, Rito Kazuya. Have you a moment to converse in private, outside the cups, please? Guys, my little 70 bard. It's a rare thing indeed to be granted an audience with the Clutch Mother. I hope this serves to help you understand how important these tales are to us. Before you came to the Cups, I have been searching for a means to assist her in giving birth. That is why I have been studying the relics of your people. Unfortunately, I have found nothing that seems suitable for this purpose. I cannot stress to you enough how important she is to us. She is mother to all Ondo. For her, every egg, brother and sister. We will do everything to welcome them into this world and see them grow into healthy, happy Ondo. There must be some way in which you can help us to achieve this end. Time to change back. And it is free. Greetings and welcome to the Bureau of the Architect. Are you in need of assistance? It will be my pleasure to answer any questions you might have. To your left is a counter where you may submit registrations for new creations. To your right you will find the counter where you may requisition concepts on file. Am I correct in assuming you are not familiar with the services we provide? I see. A more detailed explanation is in order, then. You understand that by harnessing the powers of creation we can give physical form to all manner of concepts, yes. Picture a banquet of fresh, fragrant flowers, all the colours of a rainbow. Now picture those self-same flowers formed of delicate crystal, imposingly fragile, and radiating hues beyond the visual spectrum. Every day our people push the boundaries of imagination to conceive new and striking designs like these. But there are limits to what a single individual can shape with their abilities alone. Those who harbour great ambitions may offer their concepts to others here, that they might, with the strength of many, accomplish what one cannot. Not all concepts are approved for wider distribution, of course. Dangerous subversive creations pose a risk to everyone, and so it is only after a comprehensive evaluation, after a concept is judged to further the greater good, that we permit it to be shared with the community. Do you understand, little one? Since you're here, I think you might benefit from conversing with some of the others currently availing themselves of our services. Why don't you go and speak with some of the citizens waiting for their registrations to be processed? Much as I would like to believe my explanation was more than sufficient, I expect that you may gain greater insight in this way. Hello, little one. So rare it is to see one of your size roaming about here. Come to learn about the Bureau, are we? I'm here today to register a new creature, boneless and with semi-translucent skin. It drifts through the air like a dancer on a summer breeze, its tentacles trailing behind it. It utilizes gas bladders to propel itself from place to place, you see. I'll admit it's not the most elegant of designs. I'd not shed a tear if it were rejected, quite frankly, but what can I say? I take pleasure in conceiving unorthodox designs. A beginner like you couldn't take after me, though. If you're looking to pick up a few tips, you should probably ask someone else. Ah, is that my number they just called? If you'll excuse me. Are you the child I saw speaking with the attendant earlier? I thought so. So young and already so eager to learn about concepts and creations. That curiosity will serve you well, little one. I've been credited with a few popular concepts. I'm proud to say I'm hoping that my latest and will be equally well received. Autonomous figures. I say my latest, but really it's the product of many others' efforts and individual insights. But such is the case for every muscle work, I reckon. Autonomy, notwithstanding these creations, no fear. They are wholly devoid of emotion and will, without station or resistance, engage in any dangerous activity, even if death is assured. There's a beauty in that, I think, and I hope the officials do so as well. I tell you, there is nothing more nerve-wracking and thrilling than the waiting period before you receive the result. I love it and hate it in equal measure. Anyway, that's what I've got to say about it. If you're still keen to learn more, why not pester that warrior over yonder? Come to think of it, I think their particular creation was designed to appeal to children. Here then, an aspiring creator come to learn about the Bureau and its inner workings, I trust. That's all well and good, but since you're here, perhaps you can help me with a little something. I've been refining a concept of mine for some time now. Adorable little creatures designed to be the perfect plaything for any young citizen, but I'm still terribly unsure if it's ready to be submitted for approval. Which is why I was hoping you might first put it through its paces and tell me what you think. Your honest opinion, I'll have no flattery from you, young man. This matrix will allow you to summon my creations, but don't use it here. Take it outside first, and don't be afraid to play rough. It's all part of the fun. Okay. And there's that quest done. But what I might do is hand this quest in, and then do the other two side quests tomorrow along with the story. And did you find my lovelies? Were they as delightful and engaging as I hoped? Tell me everything, spare no details. I say there's about nonsensical phrases that actually like mad beasts. How distressing, and not at all like what I intended. My sincerest apologies here, little one, for the unpleasant experience. Still, from these experiences do we grow stronger and wiser. I look forward to the day when you will try your hand at creation too. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. Continue doing the last two side quests and the story, which will be the last one of patch 5.0. Let's see who we can. There's one online to raid. Being on a raid, dude again. There we go. Alright, so I'll see you all tomorrow for more Final Fantasy 14. Bye guys.